We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Tonight we've got a good matchup in store between the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim and the Houston Astros. Doug DeCenz makes his big league debut right after this. Roy Oswalt will be on the mound for the Astros. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
This guy really struggled last year. This season is going to be about a bounce-back year. Real ugly ERA last year. He has a lot to prove to himself and to his teammates that he's a much better pitcher than he was last year.
Stepping into the box, Bobby Rich, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
Bobby Rich.
Here's the first pitch to him. Second of 4 on a Friday night as the game's first pitch is swung on and missed for strike one. And fellows, these Astros entering play here tonight. They didn't get it done here in front of a big opening day crowd, but they'll look to get back on track here.
Yeah, Matty, I know it's not do or die. It's only game 2 of the season, but you never want to drop the home opener, and you certainly don't want to find yourselves 0-2 when you leave the ballpark today. No mistake what he was sitting on, looking for a dead red piece of cheese middle of the plate, and he didn't miss it.
Into the box now, Doug DeCenz as he'll swing and pop it up toward the left side of the infield. Ensberg is there, one away.
Batting third, the center fielder, number 27, Mike Trout.
Now batting, Mike Trout, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. Rich, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Counts even to Trout, 1-1. Oswalt set now. The pitch. 1-2 now. Outside and low that time. Now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. And set up working the plate is Matthew Ross as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Hey, D-Row, this is a pitcher's best friend. Matthew Ross, very wide strike zone.
Yeah, no excuses from the offense today. You know coming in when you see the lineup card and Matt Ross is behind the dish, you better be aggressive.
Down the third baseline, but this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Working for the punch out and the offering. High in the air and deep to left center field. It's up and out of here into the archways. A 2-run shot that time for Mike Trout. Second home run early in the year, and the Angels are now out to a 2-0 lead.
Boy, when this guy gets in a groove, he can hit him, and when he hits him in bunches. Hit a home run in last night's game, and if they continue to pitch him on the outer part of the plate, look out, this guy's going to do some major damage.
So now to the plate, Garrett Anderson. Yes, he'll take a look at ball 1. A 2-0 count to the Angels left fielder. One out, nobody on. 3-0 now.
I'd be shocked if this wasn't a 4-pitch walk right here. He doesn't want to mess around and leave something over the heart of the plate and get beat in this situation.
Into the corner and slicing foul. That's in there, and it'll run the count to full 3-2. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. The next 3-2. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, and that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Fastball too high, ball 4.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on up where he can really hurt you.
So a runner on first with 1 out now, and that'll bring in the left-handed hitting outfielder Cole Calhoun. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Calhoun swings the bat and throws from the left side and stands in at 5'10" tall. He was an 8th-round selection back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
What an absolute steal. I mean, this guy has gotten a lot of people some big raises in the organization. To be drafted as low as he was and turned himself into one of the biggest superstars in our sport. I am very impressed with what this guy's been able to accomplish.
And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
Looks like this guy's afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. Gave up that home run earlier in the inning. Needs to get back to being aggressive.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
It's clear he just hasn't been able to find any rhythm out there. Pretty much unable to hit any of his spots. And now he's at 3-1, and he's put him into another great hitting count.
Three and 2. The count is full to the Angels DH. And he misses again here. It's ball 4. And that's back-to-back walks here with 1 away.
At this rate, he's going to set some kind of a record for walks issued in a game, or he'll get an early hook. We'll see if he can settle down here and start to find the strike zone, or if he continues to struggle.
Stepping in, Wally Joyner, and the Angels looking for more here in the opening frame of the contest. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
Runners are at first and second with 1 away. And it's 1-1. Two balls and a strike to the Angels' first baseman.
Hey, time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
Grounded down the third baseline, but this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. From the belt, kicks and deals. Chop now to short. Can they get 2? Reined in. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Batting 7.
Digging in, Tim Salmon. It was a 2-hit effort for him, including a home run in last night's game. He's set. Here it comes. And there's a base hit on the line. And not in time as the run scores. And he's safe.
Boy, talking about having ducks on the pond right there, D-Rose.
I know everybody wants to hit a home run. Those are the ones you remember. But without question, Dan, 2 out, 2 RBI knocks with runners in scoring position right there. You remember these knocks.
At the plate, Brian Downing, as he will swing and miss on a fastball on the outer half. It's strike one.
As a manager, when you see a guy struggling like this in the first inning, your mind starts racing, trying to figure out about how long you're going to go with this guy and how many guys you might end up having to use out of your bullpen just to get through this thing. Not a good spot to be in.
The 1-1. This one's down to third. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first will finally retire him as the inning will draw to a close. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate and they push across 4 runs. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. It's the Angels 4, the Astros coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Frank Tanner, a Michigan-born lefty, gets the starting job here. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, you always like to begin the season on a good note. In his first start of the year, he did just that, picking up the win. There's nothing he'd like to do more than to get number 2 in this one here.
Here comes the second baseman, Jose Altuve, to get things kicked off in the home half of inning number 1.
The second baseman, Jose Altuve.
First pitch on its way. And it's fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Plenty of room for Anderson, and there's one away.
Batting second, the first baseman, Guriel.
Now the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. So, fellas, this Angels team entering play here tonight. They were the spoilers here on opening day as they took game 1 of the season on the road.
Yeah, Matty, not easy to start opening day on the road and grab a W in the opponent's ballpark, but that's what happened, and they come into game 2 with a chance to set the tone in this series.
A ball and a strike to count to the Astros first baseman. The 1-1.
That's the ball.
On a line, that's a base hit into left field.
He got the pitch he wanted, and he didn't miss it right there. Hammer job.
The designated hitter, Alex Bregman.
And that'll bring up Alex Bregman as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Man at first for him following the 1-out single. Curveball taken for a strike on the inside.
I get it. He wants to see this guy's repertoire, but now he's behind in the count. Puts himself in a tough spot to hit.
Still no balls and 2 strikes. Runners on first with 1 down. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Trout has a read on it. 2 gone. So it's a runner at first with 2 gone. And former World Series MVP George Springer bats next. From the belt, kicks and deals.
Hey, this offense better be prepared to pull a trigger. This starter is known to be aggressive and come right after you.
Good breaking ball, but he missed inside with it. A ball and a strike. Lifted in the air to center. And Trout will make the catch, and that ends the inning. Astros leave one. They're down 4-0. In now is Andrelton Simmons. Couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. First pitch on its way. This one's down to third. Scooped up. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
The batter, number 4, second baseman, Bobby Rich.
In now, Bobby Rich. He singled his last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a good fastball there, but this just misses the zone for ball 1. There's a belt-high strike to even the count at 1-1.
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
Lifted in the air to right field. Wynn is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone.
The third baseman, number 3.
Digging in to try it again. Doug descends 0 for 1 here in the early going. Here's the first pitch to him. A fastball here too low. It's 1-0. And that one misses upstairs. 2-0.
Hey, with 2 outs in the number 2 hole, you're just trying to get on. You got the big boys coming up behind you.
A bouncer to the left side. Reined in. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Angels go down 1-2-3, but they hold a 4-0 lead. Striding in for Houston, Morgan Ensberg, as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 here to start the home half of the second.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
1-0 the count. Fouled away.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole.
I think for every player, for every former player, that swing right there is the reason we need to extend.
Oh, this is hit high and deep out to left. Gone as it's into the Crawford boxes. A solo shot here to left. Second home run early in the year. As they get on the board, it's 4-1 now.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here is not the end of the world.
Standing in now, Jimmy Wynn. He'll take a look at the pitch too low. It's ball one. No outs, nobody on. And he fouls this one off. Tanner, he's the kind of pitcher that a lot of pitching coaches and managers really appreciate, and that he rarely issues the free pass. He's a strike thrower.
Yeah, Matty V, and I think every pitching coach and every manager loves to have a guy like this on his staff. He won't beat himself. He'll make you put the ball in play, and he's not afraid to get his defense allowed. He's a pitch-to-contact guy, and that's one of the keys why he's been able to be such a good pitcher at this level.
Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
So next to swing the bat will be Carlos Correa, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike one. Hit hard on the ground to third. On to first, and there were two down. Now at the plate, Joe Ferguson. He was an early round selection in the draft a while back, and now he's here for his first major league at-bat.
Yeah, what a monster moment for not only himself, but his family, all the coaches that have helped him along the way. This is a monumental moment in his career.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
Turned on, but that's ripped foul down the third baseline. 2 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Astros claw back a bit on this solo home run. We've played 2. It's now a 4-1 game. Mike Trout ready to settle in and kick off the inning. Matt Vasgersian joined by Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac with you in the booth. First delivery to him on the way. Fouled off. The windup and the 0-1. Popped him up. Ferguson waits on it. And that's the first out of the inning.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Striding in once again, Garrett Anderson. He scored after reaching on a walk in his first at-bat. Now here it comes. And this is lifted high in the air down the line behind third. Ensberg ranges back, and he has it for out number 2.
Now batting.
And now for the Angels, Cole Calhoun. He worked a walk and came around to score in his first trip in this game. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And he pushed it just a bit too much. It'll wind up a foul ball. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1.
Hey, this guy's nasty on the mound, and to check swing and not chase that one puts himself right back in the count.
And it's fouled away. Waved at and missed for the third out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. Angels are gone in order as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. Leading off the inning, Marwin Gonzalez, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. First pitch on its way. Starts him out with a changeup for a strike. Looking at his career totals, Gonzalez is slugging just a little over 400. Not a huge threat, but he can certainly square one up on occasion. Might have thought about it here, but he lays off the breaking ball inside. It's even at 1. Two balls and a strike. And this ball's pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Should be no trouble for Garrett, and he's got it for the first out.
Next to the Astros.
Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Altuve.
First delivery to him on the way. The windup and the 0-1. Fastball called for strike 2.
Hey, pretty aggressive pitch right there up in the zone. Surprised he didn't offer at it.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2.
Hey, that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close, but I'm hit right now. I'm still sitting on that heater.
The 1-2.
Interesting sequence of pitches right there. A real ugly swing on a ball away, and it looks like the batter has a much better idea of what he's looking for after that second pitch.
4-1's our score here in inning number 3. Still 2-2. Hit to third. Throw in time at first for out number 2. So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And digging in to bat next, the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel. Here comes the first pitch. A swing and a ground ball to third. And that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at third.
Hey guys, he's not known for being a singles hitter right here, but that's his second knock of the game.
And I'm sure he'll take him, but the guys on the other side of the scorecard might be thinking we really avoided a worse fate. And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you can extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
From the belt, the pitch. Grounder down the line at third. This gets foul. It's 0-1.
Hey, a 2-out single isn't all that bad, but it can be when you've got this part of the lineup coming up.
Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now. Bregman is one of the few true superstar hitters in the game. You're no doubt aware of it, but it doesn't matter who he's facing. He's a major league threat to hit the ball hard somewhere just about every time he steps into the box.
Yeah, one of the best hitters and truly blessed by the gods, but I don't think people realize the amount of time and effort this guy has put into honing his craft to become one.
And that'll get by into center field for a base hit.
Well, you know what? Good hitters are good hitters for a reason, D-Row. And to be able to hang in there on an 0-2 pitch and still be able to get a base hit, this guy's about as good as it gets.
Yeah, I'm blown away by this guy, Dan. You wouldn't know if you showed up. You wouldn't know if it's 2-0, 3-1, 0-2. Counts do not matter. This guy trusts in his craft.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. George Springer is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
In the air to straightaway right. And this will get over the wall, in fact, so just the 1 run will be allowed to score.
And I can't blame the pitching coach for making that walk. That's 3 consecutive 2-out hits here, so he's going to remind this guy that they just need to make 1 good pitch and get this inning over with. Let's see if the talk does any good.
To the plate now, Morgan Ensberg, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second. Ready with the 0-1. Chopped to third. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first in time, and the big inning is avoided as the side is retired. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. And we're back in Houston. Welcome back to Minute Maid Park as we check in with Heidi.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the Angels offense with their manager between innings. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've already put 4 runs on the board, and they've done so by running up their opponent's pitch count. So he said he thinks they're going to have a lot more opportunities to score because of that as the game goes on.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. All set for the start of the 4th. And next to bat will be the first baseman, Wally Joyner.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Sinker runs outside to start the at-bat, 1-0.
Well, it's been a rough one so far. 4 runs through 3 innings. It's about time to get that pitch count down or he won't be out here very long.
That evens it up, 1-1. Swing and a liner. Leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done.
Off the bat, that had soft base hit written all over it, but a nice snag there by the infielder on that soft liner that could have been a potential base hit.
So striding forward now, Tim Salmon coming off the clutch 2-run single his last time up. Here it comes. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
You have to understand as the hitter right here, pitcher on the mound wants a quick inning. Anything over the heart of the plate, probably got to pull the trigger on.
The windup and the 0-1. And he pumps the fastball by him at 94. It's 0-2.
Sometimes you just can't overthink it. If a guy can't hit a certain pitch in a certain quadrant, why would you throw him anything else? Case in point, this guy's cold zone is away, and this pitcher keeps attacking that exact spot.
And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
Stepping in now, Brian Downing, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. The 1-0 is looked at for the first strike. Hit down the third baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. And now a pitch on the way. And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. Angels go down 1-2-3 as they can't add to their 4-2 lead. Just about set to go for the last of the fourth. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I discussed the Astros offense with Houston's manager. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already. And he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. At the plate, Jimmy Wynn. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. Too high, and it's 3-0.
If I'm in the box right now, I'm coming unglued. He is going to throw something over the heart of the plate.
And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. The 3-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
Hey, excellent job to get yourself back in this count after throwing 3 consecutive balls. You got a chance to get an out right here.
Hit back up the middle. He gets dirty, but he can't get there, and it's into center field.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Here's Carlos Correa now as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Here comes the 0-1. Not where you want the changeup, but he gets away with it for a strike.
2 takes, and now he's down 0-2. I'm not sure, but he may have been taking to give the guy at first a chance to run.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. The 0-2 once more. Misses for ball 1.
1 ball, 2 strikes, count.
Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two runs, 6 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. And he comes back with one down and in for ball 3.
What we're seeing here is a really smart at bat. They got to be thinking the man on the mound is getting a little short on gas, so when you go up there and make him throw a bunch of pitches, you're more likely to get a good pitch to hit or at least force him out of the game.
Popped him up. Joyner has room in foul territory, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. On his way toward the mound now is skipper Joe Madden, and a change is forthcoming, as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. So he will curiously make his way to the dugout after what has to be considered a very brief appearance. Andy Messenger is out from the bullpen now as he'll make his first appearance here on the season.
Number 47, Andy Messenger.
Joe Ferguson will be the first to greet him here as he'll stand in with a runner at first and one away. from the stretch. A bouncer up the middle. Barehanded for one on to first, and how about that for an entrance? One pitch, 2 outs, and the inning is over. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. Angels are out in front, 4-2. New inning set to get underway, and stepping up as the shortstop, Andrelton Simmons. Here comes the first pitch. 0-1 the count. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Gonzalez arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out. Digging in once again, Bobby Rich. He flew out in his last at-bat. First offering on its way. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Looked like he tried to pull it there, but he swings right through the fastball. Here's Oswalt now on 0-2. And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 5th. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, man. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. And right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
Into the box now, Doug descends. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. No hits to this point. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Popped up. Ensberg is there for it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Angels are gone in order, but they still lead this one 4-2. So coming to the plate, Marwin Gonzalez flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Now the pitch. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. And with strike 3 recorded there, he's notched his first career major league strikeout.
Well, Matt, if he can become a consistent strikeout pitcher, you have to figure his career is going to end up being a solid one. All the best pitchers at this level have at least one pitch that they can go into in tough situations. So we'll see if he becomes one of those guys as his career goes along.
So it's back to the top of the order now, and striding in the speedy second baseman, Jose Altuve. And they start him with one high and away for ball 1. Now the 1-0 is a changeup that drops below the knees for a ball. 2 runs, 6 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. 2-1 the count. Over at the knees, and that's the second strike. Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now. 3-2.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
And this is pulled foul as he was way out in front there. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide at first. Payoff pitch one more time. High pop-up. Joyner over to his right. Makes the play, and there are two gone now.
The first baseman.
Now at the plate, Yuli Gurriel. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. First pitch on its way.
It's pretty tough for a hitter to go up there looking for a first pitch changeup, and a good job of dropping it in for strike one.
Fouled away. 4-2 our score here as we play inning number 5. Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. They trail it here 4-2. All set for the start of the inning, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder Mike Trout.
Mike Trout.
Here's the first pitch to him. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Maybe too much break on the slider. 2-1.
Sitting in a good spot right here. 2 ball 1 strike count is yet to see a fastball. Have to be sitting on one right here.
3-1 now.
And this is where he's especially dangerous, because if you walk him, he can steal a base on you. But if you lay a fastball in there, he can take you deep too.
Full count. 3 balls and 2 strikes to the Angels center fielder.
He hasn't thrown that pitch much all game. I got to believe as an offense, you just got to throw that pitch away and move on to the next one.
Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter's aboard to start the 6th.
That is not the way he wanted to start off this half inning. It's one thing to walk the leadoff hitter, but it's even more painful when the leadoff hitter is an absolute burner, and he can really wreak some havoc on the bases.
Now here comes the Houston manager out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to make a move, so that'll be all tonight for Roy Oswalt. Just 5 innings of work for him here as he really never found his rhythm in this one. Farrell is out from the bullpen now as he'll make his first appearance here on the season. Garrett Anderson will be the first to stand in against the new pitcher, as he'll do so with a runner at first and nobody out. From the belt, kicks and deals. Too high, 1-0. Comes set, now the pitch. Pitch inside. The throw is not close as he's in there with a stolen base.
Good steal there, and I'll tell you, he is a multi-dimensional player out there. He's got good pop at the plate, and he's shown he's not afraid to use his wheels on the bases either.
To your point, Dan, he did go deep earlier, and now the stolen base here, so he's really having an impact on this game. 2 balls and a strike now. We're in the 6th inning now of a 4-2 ball game. All even now, 2-2. Again, another foul ball. The 2-2 one more time. To short, hit hard. And that's through into left, a base hit. The throw to the plate. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
Hey, a risky send right there, Dero. With no outs, you're going to send that runner from second on that ball hit.
Yeah, that's why they game plan, Dan. Bunch of meetings go into these series, whether it be hitting, pitching. Looks like the third base coach was on top of it. He was aggressive, and it paid off.
Cole Calhoun will stand in now.
And on the first pitch, he grounds foul.
He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. The 0-1 pitch. Chopper to second. This will be a tough turn. Oh, and he has some trouble with it.
The first baseman, number 21, Wally Joyner.
In now, Wally Joyner, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Line toward the gap in left center. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. Anderson blows through the stop sign, headed for home. And he's safe at the plate. And they lead now by 4.
The right fielder, number 15, Jim Salmon.
At the plate now, Tim Salmon, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
He struggled a bit coming out of the bullpen here, so he needed that strike. Maybe it settles him down a little bit.
Here's the 0-1.
Man, a pitcher let the guy off easy right there. That 0-2 pitch wasn't even close. I'd rate that as a non-competitive pitch.
Ready with the 1-2. And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. Count holds at 1-2. Outside and low that time. Now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Man, this guy's a grinder. Fouls off good pitches and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
Here now the 2-2. Hit in the air to right field. Long run for the right fielder. He gets there to put it away, but the runner tags and breaks for third. Throw won't get him.
Good read there at second base to know he could make it to third on the flyout. Now he's only 90 feet away with 1 out.
Now to the plate, Brian Downing. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
And he can't allow the same thing to happen in this situation. This is a big-time spot in this game. He's got to find a way to put the ball in play.
And that's in there for strike one. And he's got to be more disciplined here. It's 0-2.
With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout or are you still looking for the double play ball?
Pretty good spot to be in as a pitcher right now. You can go for the punch out or try to deuce the ground ball to get a double play.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
Everyone in the ballpark knows what the pitcher's intentions are in this situation. Great job at the plate to lay off a tough pitch in a good spot.
The 1-2 gets him swinging. He struck him out.
Now batting, shortstop, Anderson Jimenez.
So now to the plate will be Andrelton Simmons. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Fly ball out toward left center field. Springer on the run. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. Part of the order, 3, 4, and 5 coming up. Angels lead it 6-2. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll bring up Alex Bregman.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
In there, strike 1.
Ooh, I'm shocked he got away with that one, boys. Curveball right down the middle of the plate, and for him to take that pitch looking, he had to be sitting on something else, but he should have pulled the trigger.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Well, you gotta love a live young arm. He's got an electric fastball, and if he can learn to harness that and work in his solid secondary stuff, he's going to have a really nice career on the mound. Not everyone is gifted with a fastball like that.
Here's George Springer, and this is lifted high in the air down the right field line, and he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting.
Standing in, Morgan Ensberg. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Pitch on the way. Both teams with 6 hits so far. And he misses low with it, 2-0. Oh, and a horrible swing there as the count moves to 2-1.
Hey, newsflash, think he was guessing, boys? Because that was an ugly swing right there.
Lays off the changeup, and he's ahead in the count now, 3-1.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
Now a swing and a miss at a slider for a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this is taken low for ball 4, and they'll have themselves a 2-out base runner here after all.
The batter, the right fielder, Jimmy.
So striding in, Jimmy Wynn, and we'll see if they can make him pay for the 2-out walk. Always considered a big no-no, of course. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Perfect time for a mound visit right here. Just give him a breather, a chance to collect himself and get back to work.
A runner on first with 2 away. Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now. Down the third baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 1 left for Houston. They still trail here. It's 6-2. Stepping in, Bobby Rich.
Leading off for the Angels, the second baseman, Bobby.
First offering on its way. Watches a fastball right there for strike one. A ball and a strike. The 1-1. There's a swing and a ball lifted to left, but back in the seats, out of play. It's 1-2. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. Got him on the good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the second time tonight.
Well, it's been a rough series for him at the plate so far. That's 4 strikeouts in the first 2 games, so this pitching staff clearly has him figured out.
Standing in now, Doug descends, and he'll promptly send it in the air out to center field. Springer has a read on it. 2 gone.
The center
0 for 4 on the day now. He might have to wait another day to notch that first major league hit.
Yeah, he's going to have to find a way to slow the game down, shrink the stadium a little bit, and relax. Tough debut, but hopefully he's back in there tomorrow.
Mike Trout will stand in here, but before he does, let's take you back to the very first inning. This was a 2-run home run right out of the gate that really got these guys off to a fast start. Now here it comes. Slow little roller to third. Gonna be a tough play. On to the first baseman Gurriel, and that will end the inning. Angels go down 1-2-3. They lead it 6-2. Bottom of the inning now, and coming forward now is the shortstop, Carlos Correa.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, you need to take a strike in this spot. Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2. And now he'll foul this one off as well to fall behind here. No balls and 2 strikes. The 0-2 once more. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2.
He was looking for a swing and a miss breaker right there, but left that one in the zone that got fouled off.
Rich has a play. 1 down. So stepping in, Joe Ferguson is still hitless in the majors after 2 at-bats. No doubt he'd like to turn that 0 batting average into a .333 here.
Yeah, I know it's his first game, but after 2 at-bats, he should be able to slow himself down a little bit. I expect him to have a nice AB right here.
That misses. 2-0.
He doesn't look like the same reliever right now, but listen, this is his 4th inning of work. And there aren't very many relievers that can go 4+ innings and be rock solid all the way through.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. This is line to left, and Anderson will just get in front of it. It's a single. And there's probably no happier person in the ballpark. Joe Ferguson has just collected his first hit in the big leagues, and as is customary, there's the ball being sent into the dugout. Someone will tuck it away for him to put in his trophy case.
Yeah, good for him, and congratulations. Listen, he's worked his entire lifetime for this moment, and he's obviously trying to play cool right now, but you can bet inside his head, he's on top of the world.
Here's Marwin Gonzalez now, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. It's 2-0 to Marwin Gonzalez.
clearly working the bottom of the zone, trying to get a ground ball for a double play.
Runner at first here, one man out. 2 balls and a strike.
Count is 2 and 1.
Called strike that time, and it's even at 2-2. From the stretch.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
Now the payoff pitch home. Hit hard down the right field line, but that's a foul ball.
He was absolutely all over that fastball. Have to find a way to keep that fair.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. He pulls this one into right, and that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1-for-3 game so far, and he is in there.
Boy, talking about making a pitcher work, D-Row. 8-pitch at bat finally leads off to a base hit.
I got to be honest with you. After the 7th pitch, you start to get in auto swing mode. He could have thrown the rosin bag, and he would have took a hack at it. So hats off to him, not only battling for 8 pitches, but getting a result.
So up to the plate next will be Jose Altuve. And a changeup that just about got away from him there as that ran in a bit too far. The 1-0. Skied into very shallow right. Salmon has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. And even with 2 away now, that ball just didn't get out there deep enough, so they'll hold him at third base. So here's Yuli Gurriel, and with men on base and 2 away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward deciding this thing.
No doubt, Matt. A base hit here changes this game quite a bit. But if they can't score here, it looks pretty bleak for them heading into the last couple of innings.
Halfway to 100 pitches, here it is. And now we see a right-hander up and throwing in the Angel bullpen. Now a move over to first, and he's back in standing. Here's the 1-0.
Well, his pitch count has really spiked here in this inning. He's up to over 50 already.
Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Well, this has been a long inning already, and I know he doesn't want it to get any longer. I expect a challenge pitch right here.
That's in there. 3-1.
You maybe get 2 pitches a game where all the guesswork goes out the window. This is certainly that situation.
This is on the ground over to first, but that finds its way through for a base hit. The runner from third comes across to score as they try and chip away at their deficit. It's now a 6-3 contest.
The batter, the designated
Ruben
hitter,
Santana trots in from the bullpen here as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 away.
now pitching for the Angels, number 54, Ruben Santana.
Into the box, Alex Bregman. And he puts it on the ground to second. And that's through into center field. Base hit. The runner scores from second.
He took that back right where it came from. Nice ribby knock right up the chute there.
A little bit frustrating as a pitcher. You always hear that, hey, you want to make yourself one of the defenders, but that ball was hit just out of his reach, right up the middle, base hit, and another run batted in.
George Springer the next to hit. Here's a fly ball way out to right center, and no one will track this one down. It's going to fall in there for extra bases. He's safe at the plate. It's a big 2-out hit, and that ties the ball game.
Boy, there are base hits, but then there are big base hits, D-Roll. This one's getting late. That is a huge 2 RBI base hit to tie things up.
Yeah, Dan, in the late innings, the pressure gets higher. It's who can control their emotions. And from an offensive standpoint, that's a nice job of taking a deep breath and coming through for the team.
To the plate now, Morgan Ensberg, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike one. Santana has logged upwards of 2,400 innings of work in his career, and he's stacked up over 1,900 strikeouts in those innings, putting him inside the top 100 on the all-time leaderboard. Comes back with a good changeup there, and it's quickly 0-2.
It is absolutely amazing how this game has just changed on a dime right here. Credit the offense putting a big inning together to get themselves right back in this ball game.
And he fouls this one off. Oh, and 2. Here it is. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. So it's 4 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and a man left. 8th inning coming up, and we are all even at 6 apiece. Ready to begin the 8th, and that'll bring in the veteran left fielder Garrett Anderson.
Garrett Anderson.
Here's the first pitch to him. And they'll start him with a fastball that's low for ball 1. A splitter, but he started it too low as it bounces up to the plate. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
3-0 pitch. That's lifted the other way out to left. Gonzalez comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the first out. Next will be the designated hitter, Cole Calhoun. A hit in 2 tries so far. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And this is just off the outside corner, ball 2.
Well, this is a spot you'd like to be in. 2-0, good hitter. He's going to turn it loose right here.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. But it bends just foul into the second deck. 2-2 the count to Cole Calhoun.
Man, this guy's in a good groove right now. 7 straight retired. He's locked in.
Outside and a full count, 3-2. Wally Joyner is on deck. Fouled off. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Left fielder giving chase. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away. Now at the plate, Wally Joyner. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. And a fastball here that's taken for ball 2. This is swung on and popped up, crossing into foul territory now behind third. Ensberg is there, and the side is retired. Angels are gone in order. Weir's still tied 6-6. Into the box, Jimmy Wynn.
Leading up for the Astros, the right fielder, Jimmy.
Here's the pitch.
Wynn.
Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. And a fastball in there for a strike, 1-1.
Great job of doubling up with a fastball inside. A lot of times you'll see a pitcher go in there, but they won't go back in there a second time. This guy's not afraid to pitch inside.
In for strike 2.
The problem for the batter now is he's gotten so inside conscious after those first 2 pitches. Anything on the outer half of the plate's going to look a foot outside.
Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
Stepping in now, Carlos Correa. He'll swing and lift the ball foul off to the left and out of play. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. 1 out, nobody on. The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
That was a big strikeout there, guys. The best pitchers have the ability to strike guys out when they really need to. And that second out was really important at this point of the game. Could be something we look back on later when the game's over.
At the plate, Joe Ferguson. And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Salmon is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Astros go down 1-2-3. Score remains tied 6 apiece. Striding in, Tim Salmon.
Leading off for the Angels, the right fielder, Tim Salmon.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Lifted in the air to center. Springer is there. 1 quick out to start inning number 9. Digging in, Brian Downing. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. First offering on its way. And he grooves the fastball there. This is hit high and deep out to straightaway center field. It's out of here, and they've taken the lead in the 9th. Santa Maria. So that's his first home run in the big leagues, and it's fair to say it's a moment he'll never forget.
Well, there's no doubt about that, Nat. People ask him 50 years from now who he hit it off of and what stadium he was playing in, and he'll remember it all. Heck, he'll probably remember what kind of pitch it was, too. Hopefully he can get the ball back so that can go in his trophy case forever.
Mike Hampton enters the game with 1 gone in the top of inning number 9.
Number 38, Mike Hampton.
Into the box now, Andrelton Simmons, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. One-run game here in the top of the ninth. To third. He's right there. And that's the second out. Settling in now, Bobby Rich. He's 1 for 4 for the game. Here comes the first pitch. In there, and it's 0-1. Behind 0-2 now.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Struck him out, so it remains a one-run lead as they head in for their final set of swings. And some dramatics here in the top of the ninth as this home run gives them the lead. Last chance coming up for the Astros. It's the Angels 7 and the Astros 6.
Your attention, please.
So with a save situation forthcoming, they'll turn things over to the veteran closer, Troy Percival. Stepping up to the plate, Marwin Gonzalez. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest.
Marwin Gonzalez.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
Comes set and the 0-1. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball one. Now the 1-1 pitch. Swung on but fouled off to the left. Two and two. Breaking ball, and he gets him to chase it in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Gonzalez is retired, and there's one away.
When your closer comes in and strikes out the first guy he faces, everyone on the team can kind of take a deep breath. Still have 2 more outs to get, but retiring that leadoff guy is always huge when you're trying to shut a game down.
Now here's the pitch. Jose Altuve is at the plate, and he checks his swing for ball one. Now the 1-0. I'm no pitching coach, but it doesn't look like he's finishing his pitches here. That misses high, ball 3.
Well, he knows it, but this is the kind of guy you just have to go right after. He's not the biggest threat with the bat, so it's time to challenge him right here.
Pitch on the way. And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
Set to deal. Here's the 3-1. On the ground to the left side. Simmons is there. But the throw will be well late. So a good play, but it's all for naught, as that'll be an infield single.
Hey, that's a heck of an effort by the shortstop right there to leave his feet and try and make that throw to first base. Got to be frustrated a little bit as a pitcher. You executed your spot.
Well, I tell you what, as soon as you throw one like that, D, or you see your shortstop get a glove on it, you're thinking, okay, maybe he has a shot to get him, but that's a long throw after that jump throw, and a solid infield base hit, but very frustrating as a pitcher.
He's set, and the pitch. Yuli Gurriel comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. The win would go to Irvin Santana if the lead holds. Ground ball left side. He's got it. The second for one. Back to first. A double play. And with that, the ball game is over.
Man, they battled right to the end, getting the tying run aboard in the ninth, but that's where the threat ended as they turned to double play to finish this one once and for all.
A tight one, 7-6, the final score tonight. The Los Angeles Angels came through and it mattered in the ninth on the way to the win. Irvin Santana claims the win out of the pen, his first. Troy Percival records the save, his second. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Angels, 7 runs, 7 hits, no errors. They left 3 men on base. For the Astros, 6 runs on 12 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 38 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.